Welcome to StoryZen, a place where simple stories reveal powerful life lessons. Many times in life, we compare ourselves with others. We often ask, why can't I be like them? This habit slowly makes us feel unhappy and dissatisfied with our own lives. In today's fast-moving world, especially with social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, this comparison has become even more common. We start believing that everyone else is happier than us. Today's story is for those people who feel that their life is not as good as someone else's. Listen carefully, because this story may change the way you see your own life. One day, a crow was flying through the sky and landed on a tree branch near a pond. As he sat there, he saw a beautiful swan swimming gracefully in the water. The swan's bright white feathers shined under the sunlight, and many villagers gathered around the pond to admire it. The crow became curious and flew closer to take a better look. But as soon as the villagers saw the crow, they waved their hands and chased him away. Feeling embarrassed and hurt, the crow thought, maybe they think I will make the place dirty. The crow flew to another branch, but again the villagers drove him away. Watching how everyone admired the swan made the crow feel even worse. With a heavy heart, he left the village and flew deep into the forest. Sitting alone on a tree branch, he began to cry. People hate me because my feathers are black. If only I had white feathers like the swan, maybe people would love me too. At that moment, an old crow flying nearby saw him crying and asked gently, "Why are you so sad, young one?" The crow replied, "I hate my black feathers. They look ugly and nobody likes me." The old crow smiled and asked, "If you could become any bird, which one would you choose?" Without thinking, the crow answered, "I want to be a swan. Everyone admires them." The old crow said, "Deep inside this forest, there's a magical spring. If you bathe in its water with a pure heart, you can change your appearance. But before you do that, why don't you first ask the swan if it is truly happy?" The crow agreed and flew back to the pond. When he met the swan, he said, "Dear swan, you must be the happiest bird in the village. Your feathers are beautiful and everyone admires you." The swan sighed and replied, "Thank you, but I'm not truly happy. People keep me here as a pet and I cannot live freely. When I grow old, they might even use me for meat. I don't know what my future will be." The crow was shocked and asked, "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" The swan replied, "Perhaps the parrot. Their colorful feathers are beautiful and people don't eat them." The crow then went to find a parrot. After searching for a while, he found one sitting on a tree branch. The crow said, "Dear parrot, your colorful feathers are so beautiful. You must be the happiest bird." The parrot shook his head and said, "My feathers may look beautiful, but that's the reason people capture me and keep me in cages. I spend my life locked up and afraid." The crow asked again, "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" The parrot replied, "Maybe the peacock. Everyone admires its feathers." So the crow flew to a zoo and found a peacock surrounded by visitors. The peacock spread its magnificent feathers, and everyone admired its beauty. The crow said, "Dear peacock, your feathers are so colorful and amazing. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock looked at the crow and replied sadly, "No, my friend. People take my feathers and sell them. It hurts when they pluck them, and it happens again and again. I wish I could live freely like you." Hearing this, the crow was surprised. For the first time, he realized that he had been ignoring the greatest gift he already had, freedom. The crow returned to the old crow and said with a smile, "I don't want to become anyone else anymore. I am happy being a crow." This story teaches us an important lesson. Everyone has struggles in their life. When we compare ourselves with others, we only create unnecessary sadness. Instead of comparing, we should be grateful for what we already have. Remember this, you are unique, and no one can be a better version of you than yourself. If you enjoyed this story from StoryZen, don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again in the next story.